What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back at it again. Another episode of On This Journey. Today I have a special guest with me today, a young man by the name of Steeven Severe. He's here in Canada, Ottawa. He owns multiple food courts. He's a serial entrepreneur, and we're gonna get into his journey and how he came about owning the things that he owns now and how he went about it. Bam. Today we have a young brother right here. His name is Steeven Severe. I'll let you introduce yourself, my brother, to the people.
So my name is Steeven Severe. Me and Billy, we're actually from the same place. That's how we connected.
Yeah, before we get into anything, let me just say that first. So I met Steeven here at Margot, the restaurant. And the world, it's a big world, but it's also really, really small. So I'm from Haiti, a place called Le Cai, in a tiny town called Rochabateau. The translation for that is like, what is it, brother? Like
rock, something.
Rocks and boats. You know what I'm saying?
Basically, Rochabateau is rock and boats.
Rochabateau, exactly. I left Haiti when I was like 6 years old. So, come to find out, he's from the same place, man. He's from the same little town that I'm from. So, it was amazing to find that out. So, it's amazing to sit here with you too, my brother, and kind of like, you know, we could like touch base on certain things, the childhood back in Haiti and stuff like that, you know, but most importantly, we're going to talk about your business ventures that you have here in Canada, that you've started. You're a serial entrepreneur. So tell them a little bit about what's going on and why we're here today.
So we're here today because recently, me and my business partner, unfortunately, couldn't be here today. We purchased.
What's his name?
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi. Shout out Adeyemi.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So we purchased this with the help of family and friends. We're able to purchase this amazing business. We purchased 6 locations.
It's a food court, right?
Food court. Mm-hmm. So we purchased 4 food courts and 2 baristas or Starbucks.
Wow.
So we're able to get this for a very reasonable price, I would say. And we're reopening certain locations. So the location we're in right now is not open. But right now we have 3 open locations. And we're opening this location in September. And then next year we have another 2 locations to open up. So we're trying to get it back to full capacity. But I mean, this is a great business to be in. We're in government buildings. And once you get into government, as you know, like the golden handcuffs, you never want to leave. Mm-hmm, so we're fortunate to be able to get into a business that was founded back in 1949. So when this building opened, when they opened Tunney's Pasture and they built these buildings, the family before us was here.
Wow.
They're 3rd generation.
Wow.
So 3 generations ran it, and then they decided to sell because none of the kids wanted to run the business. So now we're here.
Okay. So let's bring it back a little bit, man. What age did you leave Haiti, man? What age did you leave?
I was like
Rochabateau,
3, turning 4. I was in Port-au-Prince at the time.
Okay.
So my dad's side of the family is from Rochabateau.
Okay.
So I was in Port-au-Prince at the time. Okay. I left Haiti when I was 3. I moved to Miami, Florida, like most Haitians do.
Yeah.
You know, Kodak Black.
Miami, Montreal, Boston. Yeah.
I always tell people in the Western world, Haitians only know 4 places: Florida, Boston, New York, Montreal. Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter where you live. You can live in California. Oh, you in Boston? That's it. They don't know anything else.
100%.
So when I moved there, I moved to Miami back in 1996.
Okay, wow.
96, 97.
Wow.
I lived there to 2000. I lived in Florida basically from 97 to 2008.
Wow.
2008, we made the journey to Canada.
Wow.
So
how was your experience there? Like, from what age did you?
So from the age of 3 to the age of basically 15.
Okay.
I was in Florida.
So you went to school. You were
experience compared to living in Canada and living in the States completely different. Like culturally.
Yeah.
So like
for sure.
I didn't meet my first like Lebanese person until I moved here. I didn't meet my first Asian until I moved here.
Wow.
I didn't meet my first real African until I moved here.
That's crazy.
Because like
Florida's very like diverse too.
Now it is. But back then, we're talking back in like 06, 05.
Okay.
Where everyone is either you're Haitian, Jamaican, Cuban, Dominican. There's not many like it's either you're Latin American or you're from the Caribbean. Mm-hmm. So to meet people actually from across the world and actually get their cultures and like see their cultures and talk about their experiences, like the way America programmed us, like to see actually outside of America how Americans live, you realize that America's not that great.
Yeah, man, I agree.
Hey, I still got my passport, so like, I just want to let you guys know.
I agree, man. So like, what got you into the food court business, man? Like, did you stumble on it, or is this something you wanted to do?
It was complete chance. So what happened was I was actually looking, because I own a construction company.
Okay.
As you know, I was looking to diversify. Because I seen that during COVID, Like you can throw a rock and people need work done. So I started my construction company back in 2019, and slowly growing. And then COVID was just like steroids. It just skyrocketed, right? You couldn't keep up the work.
I know, man. It's crazy.
So during COVID, things were great, and then things started going down. So the numbers started to come down, and then I was listening to like podcasts like Think and Go Rich.
Yeah.
You know, like a lot of different podcasts, and read a lot of books. And everyone talks about diversifying your portfolio. You should never have one income.
It's very important.
You should have passive income. You should have long-term, which is stocks, bonds. Multiple sources of income. And I was talking to my business partner, because at the time he was handling all my books. And I was telling him, like, I need to get out of here. Like, for me to make more money and diversify, I need to get out of Canada.
Yeah.
Canada's too small.
Yeah.
So I was actually looking to buy a business stateside. The reason that how I stumbled upon this business was I was buying a couch. And the owner was telling me that he's looking to sell his business. I was like, I'm in the process of buying another business. Like, I don't know what the situation is.
You were buying a couch from the owner?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he was like, no, just come check it out. There's no competition. Because I ain't want to be in the food business at all. There's too much waste.
Yeah.
A lot of competition.
Yeah.
Like if you live in Ottawa, if you live in Ottawa, every 5 steps is a shawarma shop.
Yeah.
So you're competing. There's a lot of competition for food in general. So after that, I was like, nah, I'm okay. He was like, just check it out. Worst comes to worst, you have a great story to tell your friends. I said, cool. He sold me. So we went, we checked it out, and we were amazed about, the potential that the business have and where it was and where it is. So they had to shut down because of COVID. Government building, as you know, when everyone shut down. They reopened back in 2023. They're only reopened 3 locations, and there's still 2 other locations sitting dormant.
Okay.
And the room to grow is like infinite, because you can acquire more contracts through the government for other locations. If owners retire, you can buy other franchises basically. So the room to grow is infinite. We found out there was no competition, and that was the selling point for me.
Wow. So when you got in, was like the restaurants open already? Like the shops open already, or did you have to get people to come work at the shops? You know what I mean?
So the beauty of buying operating business, I always tell people, if you want to start a business, make sure you have capital put aside, because it is a struggle. But the beauty of buying a business already opening is making money. And you don't have to make the same mistakes, because the previous owners made those mistakes.
Yeah.
And when they're selling, it's already running, and they tell you what to avoid and what not to do. So it's like having a mentor. You literally paid for a mentor. Some people will pay $100,000 to have a mentor.
Of course.
So imagine paying that for a business, and you get to make money immediately and see the rewards, except for waiting and going through trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
So staff was already in place. It was just plug and play. We literally came in, we learned the back end systems, which was making orders, payroll, and everything like that. Meeting with the back end team, which is accounting, bookkeeping, and stuff like that. And this really opened my eyes, because my business, we're doing 6 figures. So we're doing pretty well in construction. But to see that next level at a 7-figure business, it's complete. Like, brother, I lost a receipt. And she emailed me immediately. It was like, yo, subject number, receipt for this, where is it? I'm like, ah. So is it like every dollar's watched? Everything is properly organized and tracked. Like,
I mean, that's all it is. When you run a business from like a big scale.
When you hit that, when you go from 6 to 7 figures, is a completely different game.
100%.
Because you have a big, like for me, where I ran my construction business, I had a lot of subs. This, I have an in-house team. So everything is monitored better. Every location has its own receipt, has its own accounting. Like everything is monitored. And it's a well-oiled machine.
So like how long have you been running it? How long have you owned it?
So we purchased this business recently. Purchased in January.
In January this year?
Yeah.
Wow,
So we've been in talks since last year of October.
Okay.
It took a while to raise the funds and then purchase the business, but we signed a letter of intent. From there, we did our due diligence. We got all the paperwork and everything like that. And then buying a business, the process of that was very interesting, actually. So we'll get more depth into that. But from there, we signed a letter of intent, did our due diligence. The bank did the due diligence. We actually went with the BDC. Okay. Business Development Bank in Canada, because they had the program at the time. I don't know if they still have it, with the Black Entrepreneur Program.
Yeah.
So it helped us really get in there and get the loan quicker. And actually, we got everything done within 3 months.
That's amazing, man.
So October.
You guys closed in 3 months?
No, we got the finances in and everything like that, and then we set a closing date for January 6th.
Okay.
So we had everything in line by December, and then by January we set the date. So we had our timeline, which is January 6th, and we're off to run, off to races from there.
That's amazing, man. So like, do you still do the construction and do this? How do you? How do
So
you go
I'm
about
slowly
doing that?
phasing construction out because after experiencing going through purchasing a business and just the hustle of doing all this, it's more lucrative to buy businesses than to start businesses. And I learned, believe it or not, and please people take this advice.
That's a smart thing. That's the key too, man. What you just said. It's more lucrative to purchase a business that's ongoing already than to start one. All right?
If you want to skip the line, don't get me wrong, people who start businesses succeed, but was it you need you know the numbers for restaurants
Yeah,
within the
for
first year, how many restaurants shut down? 50%.
100%.
Within the third year, you know, like only 10% of restaurants make it past 5 years. This business has been around since 1949.
Wow.
I don't know about you, that's a track record, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So why would I start a restaurant not knowing my demographic,
Yeah, well, you
not
gotta
knowing my
build your clientele
clientele?
again.
I have to do all that. It's like becoming a barber and moving to a new city.
Yeah.
Moving to a new city. You have to build your clientele start
Yeah,
all over again. So you don't want to do
100%.
that. So, but if you can buy an established barbershop and just plug yourself in and you have chairs working for you,
Yeah.
then you're fine, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's the process we went through. We're very, very happy with how everything went out.
Okay. And what kind of food? What type of food do you guys offer?
So we have a variety of clientele. So we recently added Jamaican patties.
Okay.
We're adding more Caribbean food, more.
I've seen wraps on my way
Yeah.
there.
So we have chicken wraps, we have sandwiches, we have our lunch special, which is different type of foods from different cultures. But we try to keep it as neutral as possible so everyone can enjoy it. And all of our stuff is halal.
Oh,
so
wow.
all the
Are
meat
you
we get,
serious?
all the meat we get, like all the
That's
meat we
crazy.
get is halal.
That's
Shout out
crazy.
to Cisco. That's our supplier. That's our biggest supplier.
Cisco? Okay,
yeah.
okay. All the meat is halal. That's
all the
amazing,
chicken
bro.
and beef is halal.
That's amazing.
So-
was that like your decision or like a
No, so we
internal
asked them.
decision?
We asked because
Okay.
so when we took over, we did an in-house tasting with Cisco to revamp the menu, and we're slowly revamping the menu. And we asked them, it's like, because we need to know there's a lot of people who is Muslim, or people who only want to eat halal food. And we asked them, and they're like, everything, all the chicken and beef is halal that they serve. So I had no idea. So once we found that out, then we informed our clientele that you're allowed to eat this. So we're good there.
That's amazing. So what's your favorite meal out the food court, man?
Be
What's your
honest-
favorite dish?
Chicken fingers. I'm not gonna lie. You guys gotta
Chicken
try it.
fingers
You
and
guys-
fries?
No fries.
Just the chicken
Just
fingers?
the chicken fingers.
Okay.
You gotta
Fresh,
try
you
it.
hear that? You gotta try that, man.
And the Jamaican patties. No, the chicken finger is fire.
Y'all have Jamaican patties too?
Yeah.
Okay. I seen a Starbucks up there too. So like, how did you get a Starbucks in the food court?
So
Or was it there already?
It came with the business. So when I purchased the business, we purchased 2 locations. So we had 2 Starbucks actually.
So Starbucks already had a contractual deal.
So what
with the
happens
building?
is so the owners signed a contract with Nestle.
Okay.
Which Nestle is Starbucks' supplier for a lot of the stuff. So we're allowed to sell all the hot drinks. So
Okay.
we're allowed to use the Starbucks brand and name only within the building.
Okay.
So we can't compete with Starbucks because Starbucks, as you know, don't sell franchises.
Yeah.
So because we're in a government building, they allowed us, again, assuming, I'm not sure how they got it, I purchased it with them, but they allowed them to have it within the building. So people love it. Like,
That's
it's-
amazing, man. That's amazing. Because people could come into work, get a hot drink, you know what I mean, get lunch, you know. So, do you have other partners with you in the business?
Yes, I have one other partner, which is my business partner, which is Adeyemi.
Adeyemi?
He couldn't be here today, but we are actually looking to purchase more businesses.
Okay.
So we like the bug hits.
Like more food courts.
No.
Okay.
Well, if it makes money, it makes sense.
100%. So you're like a serial entrepreneur. Whatever works, you're down to go in.
Whatever, the numbers make sense. So through this whole process, I learned that when you're buying a business, due diligence matter.
Yeah, 100%.
And dealing with the bank, when you're dealing with the bank, if it's not stamped by a licensed CPA, you can't get a loan. I didn't know that. So I was dealing with so when you're going to
For the business? A loan
Yeah.
for the business? Okay.
So when-
tell us
no.
about the process of like, from the time you
Jesus.
were interested and you told the guy, okay, I'm ready, I want to go. Take us through it real quick.
So first, I didn't know where to get the money. So I was like, where do I come up with this type of money? It was multiple 6 figures to purchase the business. I didn't know where to get the money at the time. So I
Are
went.
you able to disclose how much?
No,
the
I can't
business
disclose that.
No? Okay.
No.
All right.
But I didn't know where to get the money at the time. I had a little bit, but it wasn't. I say I had a down payment.
Yeah.
It wasn't all of it.
Yeah.
So I went and actually got advice from a friend of mine's dad. And I because he's very interested in what I do. He sees I'm an entrepreneur. And he likes talking to me about it. And he was like, "Have you heard of try the BDC?" And I remembered I went to a government meetup for helping entrepreneurs get contracts from the government. And the BDC was there, and I got this guy's information. So I called them and I told him what I wanted to do, and then he helped me through the process. The first time I tried going in loan, I didn't qualify. I learned that you need assets. I didn't qualify because I didn't have any assets to lean against, because it was a pretty big number.
Of course.
So we found a partner. The partner decided she wanted more, and then she was like, "Well, I'm taking all the risks." And So I was like, that didn't work out. After a while, the phone stopped ringing. Right? So it was actually my Eddie Yami and his dad who helped me out. So Yami been with me since the beginning, since like we've been friends since basically 2018.
Okay.
So it was 2017 actually. So it was him and his dad who helped me out. So together we own a percentage of business. His dad is a silent partner, and once we pay him out of the business, then his shares will revert to us. So it's his dad who helped us out.
That's a good deal.
To get everything done. So there's creative ways to get money. Like some people saw that number and gave up.
Yeah, 100%.
So we didn't do that. We were literally looking at hard money lenders. Like we're looking at everywhere to get this money because it was such a good deal. We found it to be like when we looked at the books, they had $1 million of equipment. So that alone is worth more than what the business was selling for.
There you go.
So you have to look. You have to look at that.
You have to look at it too. Yeah,
So,
you gotta do the right math.
Yeah,
right?
if everything goes well, I can sell everything in the kitchen. It'll take a while, but
whether it goes well or not, there's $1 million worth of equipment in the kitchen
sitting there.
You know what I mean?
So,
exactly.
Like if God forbid, they didn't pan out. I just know that the loan will be able to be paid back, and I'll have a little bit extra left over, right?
Yeah.
So that's how we looked at it. So we're going through the process of BDC. We learned that no matter what type of business you're purchasing, if they don't have proper back end, which is accounting, bookkeeping, no matter how much money you think the business is making, a bank will not give you a loan. They won't give you a loan at all because of the fact that it's not signed. Like if paperwork isn't signed by a licensed CPA, then you can't get anything done. So when we started looking for other businesses, we find that, do you know how much it costs to get a business ready to sell? On average, it costs about anywhere from 10,000 and up.
Yeah, because to be able to sell it.
So what happens when you're selling a business is if you don't have an in-house accounting, you have to get a third party to come in and to evaluate the assets of the business and get your books in order. So once you do that, then the person who's buying, if they're not buying the business cash, they need to get a loan. A bank will not look at the books if it's not signed by a licensed CPA. You won't get a loan. You can't get a loan through a traditional bank. That's when you get creative financing and stuff like that. But if you're looking to buy a business that is like, you look at 6 or 7 figures, and the back end isn't right, you shouldn't buy that business to begin with. If they can't give you, paperwork with the licensed CPA and tracks of years, you can't. There's no point.
Yeah, the paperwork got to be right. That got to be right. 100%. So where do you see yourself with the business in 5 years? Do you see yourself doing this, or do you see yourself maybe selling it?
No.
After
this is my kids will be running this.
You're here for life. You're good here.
This is a win-win situation that I'm in right now. So 3 generations stayed here. We'll 5 years. I expect us to hire in-house. Right now we're managing the day-to-day operations, but the cafeteria stuff is being managed by our staff. So we kind of stay out of their way. They tell us what they need. We get what they need. But this is once you're in the government, you don't want to leave. This is generating enough revenue where we can live our lives very comfortably.
Yeah, it's guaranteed money.
It's guaranteed money.
Yeah.
So
the building's not
even if
down.
I do buy other businesses or anything like that, I will keep this.
Yeah.
I will always keep this in the portfolio. So in 5 years, right now, me and my business partner, we're talking, or if we're talking pure numbers, we want to be generating about $10 million in income.
Okay.
So the gross, not net. So gross income about $10 million, and to do that, we either this business has a cap. So we can only scale it by so much. Once we open the other 3 locations, we're capped, right? We have no other locations to open up. We can't grow anymore unless we raise prices drastically, which we're not doing. So for us to get to that number, we have to diversify even more. So we're looking for businesses in manufacturing, HVAC, plumbing. We're looking for service-based businesses to purchase.
Yeah.
And we want to keep it Canadian. We want to buy Canadian businesses and keep it Canadian.
That's amazing.
Because there's a lot of American companies coming in, and they're buying Canadian businesses.
We see what's going on in America. You know what I mean?
They're coming here too.
Exactly.
They're buying Canadian businesses and they're just jacking up prices.
Yeah, 100%.
And we're already stressed out, man. We don't need more. So
for real. So let me ask you, Steve, man. Where do you get your drive from, man? Is it from being from Rocha Bateau, looking back at your childhood, being damn, look where I came from, this little town?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm petty, bro. No, but actually, you like, yo, I was watching a show. If you ever watched a show called Billions, and there was a scene, and he was like, the most. What was the scene? It basically said, well, he said that the how does it go? In Billions, he was like, the most renewable energy in nature is hate. So he was driven by the fact that people tell him no his whole life, and he made something of himself, right? So for me, it's not really saying no. It's at one point in time, I was struggling, just like most people.
Yeah, you need that.
Yeah,
as a man,
like,
you're gonna go through
at
that.
one point in time, not gonna lie, I had to steal food to eat, bro.
Yeah.
The university, man, you're struggling. The struggle is real.
Straight up.
So it's more, the drive for me comes from, if I started here, how far can I go? I already started from the ground, not from the ground, below the ground, 6 feet under. I climbed my way out.
Started as a dead man.
Yeah, I started as, you're a black man, you understand better than anybody.
Yeah, 100%.
So like,
100%.
for us, like, but by the time we're born, the world's already like, it's not in our favor. And we're born in Haiti.
Yeah.
In a time where
Yeah.
there was like rebellion, there was unrest.
Yeah.
You know, people wanted to get out. You're born in the 80s, so you've seen it worse than me.
You know, the crazy thing is that you look back in the day and be like, oh, it was worse back in the day.
But it's even worse now, because I think it's worse now because it's more visual. Like, people have smartphones.
Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, you can see it.
Back then, you had to read about it.
Yeah, that's true.
So
That's true.
I think everyone had their era, but like, we're born in a time where there's a chance me and you wouldn't be here. And then we made it 100%. Out. You came here, I came to Florida, right? So we already know how it feels to go back to rock bottom. For me, I want to go back to eat noodles.
Yeah.
So I want to push the envelope as far as I can.
Straight up.
If that's 2-3 million, that's 5 million, whatever. That stop date is for me.
Yeah.
That's where I'll stop, and that stop date is when I'm dead.
That's great, man. That's great. I like the fact that when they told you the numbers to buy the business, that you weren't afraid, even if you knew that, like, damn, you weren't able to purchase it yourself or whatever. You weren't afraid to keep going, trying to get it.
You figure it out.
You know what I mean? Yeah, so, that's crazy right there, because, like you said, people stop at that point, man. You know what I mean? It's almost like when you're at the gym working out and you pushing, and you feel like, ugh, this is my last one, but no, you got one more push. You know what I mean? So I feel like when you come onto opportunities that seem too big for you, sit down, breathe, you know what I mean? And try to, make it happen, find different people, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. So I congratulate you for that, man, because I know you didn't tell us the number, but I know it's a crazy one up there. Over $1 million?
No, 6 figures.
Okay.
So we got it for a pretty good deal, because of the fact that they did shut down. So we got it right outside of COVID. So the number is multiple 6 figures that we paid for it. It wasn't high 6 figures; it was mid 6 figures. And I can tell you the down payment. We had to put about $100,000 down. So it wasn't too crazy, but to come up with that money in 3 months.
That's amazing. Yeah. So like, does the food court have a name?
No. So it's called the cafeteria.
Okay.
If you are in the government building, everything is bland.
Yeah.
But like the buildings have a name. So like when you go to like the food court, you go like Jean Talon Food Court or Jean Moss Food Court.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
we named them basically after the building, but it's just called the food court.
Okay.
So our cafeteria.
How do you, like, this is gonna be a new food court, right? Where we're singing right now?
So this was, believe it or not, so quick little backstory. This was renovated before COVID.
Okay.
So the previous owners spent
years ago.
I can tell you the number for this. They spent $350,000 revamping all the locations.
Wow.
They spent a lot, and then they shut down the same year.
Wow.
So we got lucky, man. Like, this was fully revamped.
Wow.
This was revamped right before COVID.
Okay, so like the food is already chosen. Like,
so the menu's already been set.
The menu's already chosen.
So we just have to upgrade the prices. Like the same menu we have over there at the other location, same menu here.
The same menu you're gonna
have. So
have
we just have to upgrade the prices. That's it.
Okay.
So yeah, everything was set in stone. Like, you understand, like, people, like, business is a lot of hard work, because I did get lucky by finding this. But if I would stop when I found it, my luck would have ran out. So I pushed through. Yeah. And when I found out that this was all fully renovated in 2020, it was fully renovated, and then they shut down because of COVID the same year.
Wow.
After renovations were done. So we basically got 6 brand new locations because it was fully renovated. I don't have to think about renovations for the next 15 years.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
man.
so
That's crazy. That's amazing. Well, yo, Steve, man, I want to thank you for having us today, man. You know, it was great. You know what I mean? I wish we could get into more things. I wish we could promote the food court, but you say we can't, right? Because it's government owned?
Yeah, government building, so we can't really promote anything.
Yeah.
But if you do work in the building, Jean Moss, Jean Talon, Main Stats, come check us out.
That's what's up, man. That's great. Thank you, my brother, for having me.
Thank you.
All right, congratulations on all your ventures. It's another episode of On This Journey. Wham!